Hey guys, what's going on? Steven back again, and I'm back with some Walking Dead news. Now, quickly before I get into that, I just wanted to share this picture right here, because I found this picture when I was looking for an image to use as my thumbnail, and I thought this picture here was pretty damn badass. I mean, you got Negan right over there with what looks like a crowbar. You got Maggie with a knife, Daryl and Carol with a bow and crossbow, and then you got Mercer right over there staring you down. So I thought that was a pretty badass picture. And yeah, the other thing is we are very close to the beginning of the end. What was it, 2 weeks, August 22nd is the first episode of the final season. Or next week if you've got AMC Plus Premiere, whatever their paid channel, is, then you get to watch it a week earlier. But yeah, we are about 2 weeks away from the beginning of the end. It's only going to be 8 episodes, and the rest are not going to be until next year. So I was way wrong. I kind of thought we were going to get 8 episodes, then a break, and then we'll get the part 2 or the second set of 8 episodes when The Walking Dead would normally be on, right around Halloween. It's like, I don't know, the first week of December or something like that, Then we'd have another break, and then the final 8 episodes would be normally when The Walking Dead normally returns, right after the Super Bowl, for the final 8. That's how I thought it was going to be. I was wrong. We're only getting 8 episodes, and then the rest, not until sometime next year. So it's going to be interesting to see when it returns. If it'll return, like in February, if they'll do 8, and then maybe 8, I don't know. I don't even want to guess because I don't even know how, with everything, Walking Dead's like 24 episodes, Fear the Walking Dead, World Beyond, and stuff like that. So I don't know how they're going to do all that, but yeah, so next 2 weeks, the beginning of the end. All right, so on to the articles. I have 2 here from comicbook.com. And the first one says, The Walking Dead's final season feels like the first season, but much bigger. Now, the article goes on to say, it's the beginning of the end for The Walking Dead. Sad and depressing. But the ending goes back to the beginning. Executive producer Denise Huth reveals the final season feels like the first season, but much bigger. Whose involvement with the zombie drama dates back to 2005. Holy shit. I graduated high school a year before, and a year later they were already, involved in The Walking Dead. Jesus. A time when most networks were too afraid to turn Robert Kirkman's gory comic book into the television series that would come to life at AMC Networks. That is true. I believe they went to HBO, and HBO said the show was too violent. Okay. I mean, that would have been actually very interesting to see The Walking Dead on HBO, Although it was a different time back then, but looking now, with Game of Thrones and HBO throwing like $10 million per episode for the final season of Game of Thrones, can you just imagine, not even getting 10 million for The Walking Dead, but just imagine, I don't know, $5 million an episode of The Walking Dead. That would have been very interesting to see. Just imagine some of the battles, some of the scenes and stuff like that. Just imagine if when Negan attacked Alexandria with the grenades and stuff like that. Can you just imagine if that had a bigger budget and stuff? I mean, I'm sure we could have seen I don't know, some really cool, massive, maybe even non-CGI explosions and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe we could have seen cars blowing up and flipping over and parts of buildings blowing out and stuff like that. I'm just, I mean, that would have been insane. Plus we'd have the swearing, which, would have helped, because there was, Negan when he arrived, I'm gonna beat the holy hell out of one of you. And then you see the director's cut and you see him, I'm gonna beat the holy fucking fuckity fuck out of one of you. You know, it just kind of felt better. And then you had, what was it, the end of season 4? Yeah, season 4, when they were locked in the train car. And Rick does his, you know, they're gonna feel pretty stupid, you know, when they find out they're screwing with the wrong people. And then you see the director's cut, and, you know, then he's like, they're fucking with the wrong people. It's like, boom, that was like, you know, yeah, that would have been like so much better to hear that instead of, they're screwing with the wrong people, you know, at least they're fucking with the wrong people, you know, a little more impact in that shit, you know, so that would have been cool. And then I believe the other one was NBC, I think. Yeah, I think NBC approached them, or they approached NBC, and I believe, if I remember correctly, they were like, oh, this is very interesting. Do we need zombies? Do zombies need to be in this? Yeah, The Walking Dead without zombies. Oh, and apparently they wanted it to be a crime drama. Yeah. How would that have even worked? So, it's an apocalypse. There's no zombies. We have Detective Rick solving crime. Yeah, that show would have got canceled like season 1. Even before season 1 was like even finished. Like they would have like shit canned that show right then and there. Like, oh, it looks like somebody got attacked. I wonder by who. Let me run some clues and stuff like that. Oh wait, we have like no electricity and no fuel and stuff. How do I do fingerprints? Okay, so that would have been interesting. Let's see. Okay, where did I leave off? Ahead of the 11th and final season of The Walking Dead, premiering August 22nd. AMC, who says season 11 recalls the feel and tone established by the series developed and original showrunner Frank Darabont in season 1. You know, I really would have been interested to see what would have happened had Frank been able to continue with the show the whole way. I would have really liked to see what he would have done. Like, how would he have handled the governor? What would Negan have been like? What would the Whisperers have been like? You know, if Frank was still in charge. That would have been very interesting. Another what if is, what if after Frank left, Angela Kang stepped in? What would her take have been on the governor? What would her take have been on Negan? What would her take have been like on Terminus and stuff like that? So many what ifs. It would have been very interesting to see how all that would have played out. All right, let's see. Let's continue on. The thing I noticed the most this year is actually just some of the shots, the way the directors are choosing to film things this season. To me, who said during a live stream with the Walking Dead universe on Twitch, there's a few moments where I'm like, oh, it takes my breath away. It takes me right back to the pilot. There are subtle moments that are in there and some that are a little bit more obvious, but we always remember where we came from. In the first season, Rick Grimes emerges from a coma and searches for his family before learning to survive in a world gone by. You see what you did there? In the final season of The Walking Dead, the group discovers a new civilization thriving more than a decade into the zombie apocalypse. They're still in the woods a lot. Okay, that's pretty cool. They're still fighting walkers a lot. There's still these character developments going on amongst themselves and these new people and how they all interact. All the elements of the story from the very beginning, from the pilot, are there. It's just the world has gotten so much bigger, who said. Of the Commonwealth, the endgame for the Walking Dead comics. I look back on the pilot, and it was mostly just Rick. Obviously, I mean, It's what the pilot was basically about, a man looking for his wife and son. So, yeah. And now we have something like 22 series regulars. So it's just the show has gotten so giant, and the more people you introduce to a story, the more complicated it gets. Yeah, that is very true, because then you got a story for this one, story for this one, story for these two, so a lot more characters, a lot more stories, and you gotta, well, this person's got a story arc with this person, and this person here still has a story arc with this one, so yeah. But yeah, that is very cool that we will, kind of, I guess in a way, be going back to kind of like getting a season one vibe. You know what I mean? Kind of going. I don't want to say like full circle or anything, but I guess kind of in a way. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That we'll get some like season one vibes. All right, so let's get on to the next article here, once again from comicbook.com. And this one here is talking about the Daryl and Carol spinoff. The Walking Dead showrunner updates Daryl and Carol spinoff in development at AMC. So they're already working on it. I don't know if they said when it's going to premiere, but let's see. The Walking Dead showrunner Angela Kang reveals an update on the untitled Daryl and Carol spinoff she co-created with Walking Dead Universe Chief Content Officer Scott Gimple. Oh, that's pretty cool. So she's working on the spinoff as well. That's pretty cool. I guess that works. She's spent so much time with these two characters. It makes sense for her to continue on with these characters that she already knows, instead of like some rando coming in and not really knowing them and stuff like that. Let's see. Confirming there is a plan to transition Daryl Dixon and Carol into the sequel series. Oh, premiering in 2023. Okay, so 2023. So then maybe part 2 of season 11 will probably be in the beginning of next year of 2022. Maybe when we normally would return in February. Then I wouldn't be surprised if there is a long summer break, and then the final season is going to be at the end of 2022, when The Walking Dead would normally come on, is my guess. And then we get the spin-off series sometime in 2023, because I think that would kind of suck if like they all ended early, and then we gotta wait, like a year or something like that to see what happens to Daryl and Cal. I mean, that's just my guess. Let's see. Announced by AMC Networks, alongside the expanded 2-year final season of The Walking Dead last September, the 4th series in the Walking Dead universe is a lighter-toned road show. Not sure how I feel about that. A lighter-toned road show. So I'm not sure what that could mean then. Obviously, roadshow, I think they're going to like New Mexico or something like that. They're heading cross country, but lighter tone. So I don't even know what they could mean by a lighter toned. So is it just going to be like them and walkers and stuff, and like not so much like other groups and other people and things like that? They're not going to get like attacked by like rando creepy group 1 type of thing, maybe, and it's just killing walkers, which is like, would be lighter and not like a dark, they're getting captured by, some torturous group or something like that. Maybe that's what they mean by a lighter tone. I don't know. Let's see. Kang, a franchise veteran since season 2 of the Mothership show in 2011, will showrun the new series at the other end of the bridge built out by the upcoming season 11 of The Walking Dead. I think so. We've definitely talked about how we think we land them and where they kind of tiptoe off to. Interesting. Tiptoe off to. So are they going to have like just like a quiet leave from like the other characters. Like maybe only like a couple of characters know like they're leaving, and they just quietly exit, and not have like a grand, all right, everybody from like Alexandria and stuff like that, we're leaving, we're gonna head cross country, they just gonna tell like Maggie and like a couple little people, like, we've had enough of this, we're gonna leave and just quietly duck out. Is that what they possibly mean by tiptoe off to? Kang said on the Deadline podcast when asked if creatives had devised a transition from one show to the next. We have pitched out what we think is the pilot, and it's all in development, which is on its own schedule. Kang added, there are things still in the process of being broken by beats and written and all out of that. Okay, but we at least have a plan which hopefully will work out. Kang co-wrote the pilot with Gimple, her predecessor as the Walking Dead showrunner, who was the first to reveal the Daryl and Carol spinoff would be distinctive from the zombie drama Rita's and McBride have starred in since the first season in 2010. Yeah, way to spoil that. With Daryl and Carol, I can't say too much about it, but I will say it's going to be very different from The Walking Dead, going to have a different tone. Gimple told the LA Times. In October, the franchise architect added that the spinoff would have a different mission churning under it, and that there would be characters all around Carol and Daryl. Okay. After a dark and brutal send-off season of The Walking Dead, returning August 22nd on AMC, the stripped-down spin-off is intended to be a little lighter. Let's see, not in a way that feels frivolous, but I think like all of us are looking to have fun in that world. Kang told the LA Times, it's a road show. I hope I can say that, and so I think it will feel distinct. It's definitely something that Norman and Melissa and I and Scott have all talked about. We crave tonally. Okay. So very interesting right there. So we got some updates about the Daryl and Carol spinoff. So it's going to be, obviously it's not coming out until 2023. Makes sense. It's going to be a lighter tone. It's going to be a road show. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. A lighter toned road show. So is it just going to be like them, like, on the road most of the time? And I don't know. I really don't know what to think, what to guess. Just, yeah, that's what you said. A lighter toned road show. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. I literally have no idea what they could mean by that. I'm just guessing they're going from place to place, spending a night wherever just to sleep and keep going, I'm not expecting them to, find like a settlement and stay there like Alexandria and stuff like that. I have not a clue. I don't have any idea what they could mean by that. I don't know. It will be very interesting though, and apparently they're gonna have a very quiet send-off. Apparently, I just really hope, did they say if, like, I doubt they said if, like, Rick will come back for the final season. I kind of hope he really does. He has to. I mean, it's his show and he's still alive. Like, the OG of OGest characters still alive and not there for the ending of basically his show. That kind of suck. But I guess we'll have to just wait and see. All right, so anyways, there we go. There is some news there. Got some vibes for season 11, kind of feeling like season 1 again. So that's pretty cool. Got some season 1 vibes, and then we got an update on the Daryl and Carol spinoff. Let's see. I wonder if there's any other information, any other news or anything like that coming out. Let's see. Just talking about like the lawsuits and stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, the Walking Dead Rick Grimes movies delay addressed. Oh, Digital Spy. What did they say about this? Walking Dead executive producer Gail Ann Hurd has addressed the Rick Grimes movie delay. Yeah. News of the spinoff emerged 3 years ago when actor Andrew Lincoln exited the flagship series, but cracking a story worthy of explanation is proving tricky. When the series itself has such a large scope, you have to make sure that the scope of the film matches the demand of a theatrical audience. Hurd recently told Variety, but also continues with the nuisance characters that people have come to expect from the TV series. That's why it's taking so long. So they want to make sure that Rick is still the Rick from the TV show and not just like a different character. Let's see, back in July, Greg Nicotero was asked when production might finally start. I wish I knew, and I wish I could say. I've read a variety of drafts of the script over the last few months. They're really making sure they get it right. So filming hasn't even started. Wow. I don't know, because I'm always in my head going, okay, so Walking Dead is wrapping up in season 11, but now they're talking about all these spin-offs, all these movies, and all this and all that, he continued. Wow. So maybe it started filming. He said he can't say. Yeah, I wish I knew, and I wish I could say. So, yeah, who knows? Who knows what is going to happen with this movie? It's supposed to be a trilogy. We're still waiting on the first one. I don't know, there's like theories that he is filming it, because he's supposedly, I don't know, people are saying like he's filming like an unknown horror movie supposedly right now, and they can't find like a listing for it or something. I don't know, but yeah, who knows? But hopefully we get that movie soon. I think once we finally get the first movie out, I think if they do plan to go with a trilogy, movies 2 and 3 will go maybe a little bit faster and come out a little bit sooner, you know. I think because they'll have like the baseline down. They got their Rick Grimes. They made sure he is the Rick Grimes from the TV show, and he's not like a different Rick Grimes TV movie Rick Grimes, you know. So I think they'd have that all laid out and everything. I'm hoping, you know, I don't want it to be like another 10 years before we get movie 2, you know. So who knows? We'll have to just wait and see. All right, so anyways, there we go. There is some pretty cool news about The Walking Dead. But yep, the beginning of the end is about to start. It's going to be sad, you know. 24 episodes, that's all we got. And then we close the book on The Walking Dead. It's going to be rough. Alright, so anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, that'd be awesome. Remember, feel free to subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media, links are in the description box below. And of course, leave me all your thoughts and comments. What do you guys think about Season 11 being like Season 1, but much bigger? What do you think about the news about the Daryl and Carol spinoff? A lighter toned roadshow. What do you think about that? What do you think they mean by a lighter toned roadshow? What do you think? And what do you think about the Rick movies? When do you think we'll ever see any of those? We haven't still even seen a trailer. We got like a little teaser, but that was like no footage. That was just helicopters, so yeah. So let me know when you think we will finally see maybe at least a trailer for the Rick Grimes movies. And of course, other than that, just stick around. More videos are on the way, and I will see you guys next time.